Hi students, I am your Komali Mam. In this session, I am going to discuss NEET 2023 chemistry question paper. Let us see the questions one by one. Question number 51. The stability of Cu2 plus is more than Cu plus salts in aqueous solution. Actually, if you see Cu2 plus and Cu plus, usually its configuration is Cu plus means 3D10, right? Cu2 plus means 3D9. In this two, which is more stable? Cu plus only more stable because it is having completely filled d orbital. But when you keep this Cu plus ion in aqueous solution, I mean water, then what happens is this Cu plus, it will be undergo disproportionation reaction and it will be converted into Cu2 plus and Cu. See, this is a small size. Due to small size, it is surrounded by more water molecules and more hydration energy. When it is surrounded by more water molecules, more energy it will be released. That's why it is more stable. More stable. So answer is hydration energy, option number 2. See the next question, which one is an example of heterogeneous catalysis? If you see hydrolysis of sugar catalyzed by H plus ions, sugar is, if you put sugar in water, aqueous solution of sugar, hydrolysis if you do in H plus medium, again we will be getting glucose and fructose. So all are in aqueous phases. So it is an example of homogeneous. They are asking heterogeneous system means reactants, products and catalysts should be in a different phase. See the next one. Ozone in presence of nitrogen monoxide. NO plus O3 gives rise to NO2 plus O2. So here all are in gaseous phase where reactants, products and catalysts are in a same phase. So this is also an example of homogeneous. See the next one. Combination between dinitrogen and dihydrogen. N2 reacts with H2 and it forms ammonia, right? And here catalyst is, iron is used as a catalyst which is a solid. Remaining all are in gaseous phase and iron is a solid. So it is an example of heterogeneous system. They are asking heterogeneous system. So option 3 is the correct answer. See the next one. Sulfur dioxide and in the presence of nitrogen oxides as a catalyst, it is undergoing oxidation. I mean sulfur SO2 is converting into SO3. So here all are in a gaseous phase only. So this is an example of homogeneous system. Option 3 is the correct answer. Which among is the following options are correct? Graphical representation of Boyle's law. What do you mean by Boyle's law? Boyle's law states that pressure is inversely proportional to volume. So P is inversely proportional to volume. So here graph we can explain between pressure and volume. See here pressure and temperature. So this is not the correct graph. We can directly eliminate. Remaining 3 pressure and volume correct. Both pressure and volume are inversely proportional. So if you take pressure, volume, both are inversely proportional. So this graph is correct. And now see the relation, whether this relation is correct or not, how to identify. Technique is PV is equal to nRT. Take ideal gas equation. Pressure is directly proportional to the temperature. So first you draw one straight line like this, which means you are keeping volume constant. Now draw 3 lines, students, like this. This is higher pressure, this is P3, P2, P1. So this is a higher pressure, so higher temperature. What is that? Higher pressure, higher temperature. So at this point, what is the temperature? T1 is the temperature. They have given T1 is the temperature. So T1 is higher. Do you understand? At this point, higher pressure. So higher is the pressure, higher should be the temperature. So P3, P2, P1. P3 is higher. So T1 should be higher because according to the graph. But here whatever it is given, it is wrong. See the next one. If you draw one straight line like this, then Here you are keeping volume constant. See, pressure is inversely proportional to volume. So 1 by V if you take directly proportional. So this graph is correct, and see the relation. If you draw one straight line like this, at this point pressure is P3, at this point it is P2, at this point it is P1. P3, P2, P1. Understand? P3, P2, P1. So P3 is a higher pressure, so the temperature will be higher. So both are directly proportional according to the ideal gas equation. So T3 greater than T2 greater than T1. This is the correct option. Option 3 is the correct. And pressure is directly proportional to 1 by V. So the graph itself is a wrong graph. Are you understanding? See the question number 54. Given below are the two statements. Two statements is given. Statement number 1, assertion and reason. Let us see. A reaction can have zero activation energy. No reaction can have zero activation energy, because if it is, what do you mean by activation energy? It is the minimum amount of energy required by the reactant molecules. If reactant molecules have that energy, this much energy, then only it will be converted into product. So whatever the reaction, it should have some amount of activation energy, then it will be converted into product. Understand? So if any reaction zero activation energy means all reactants will react on themselves and form the product. No, some amount of energy is needed to break the bonds, and some amount of energy is released when forming a bond. Some energy is definitely needed. So this is incorrect statement and this is a correct statement. So A is false statement and R is true. Option 3 is the correct answer. Question number 55. In lysine extract of an organic compound, both nitrogen and sulfur both are present. See, when you are making lysine extract, if anyhow organic compound contains carbon. If it is having nitrogen also, if it is having sulfur also, then carbon, nitrogen and sulfur, all it reacts and it forms NaSCN. It forms. Now this NaSCN reacts with the Fe3 plus ions. It dissociates Na plus SCN minus. It forms FeSCN 2 plus is a red blood colored complex. Here in this oxidation state of iron will be in FeSCN 2 plus. So it is -1. If it goes is at +3 oxidation state it will be. So option 3 is the correct answer. See the next question. Consider the following reaction and identify the product. How to identify the product? When you add HBr, actually in acidic medium what happens is first protonation takes place. Whatever the OH is there, this OH reacts with this H plus. First it forms a cation. What is that cation? See here, CH3, CH, CH3, CH plus and CH3. Now see this carbocation, this is a secondary carbocation which is not stable. So internally hydride shift takes place and it results in the formation of tertiary carbocation. So you will be getting hydride shift 1, 2 hydride shift takes place and we will be getting CH3C. Here CH3, here carbocation will be formed. That hydride will be shifted here and we'll be getting CH2, CH3. Then Br minus nucleophile comes and attack on more stable carbocation. It results in the formation of CH3, CH3. Here Br will come and CH2, CH3. So what is our product, students? Tell me. What is the product forming here? Option number 3 is the correct answer. 4 is the correct answer. Option 4. Please check. Option 4 is the correct answer. Now see the next question. Question number 57. For a certain reaction, they have given rate is equal to K into concentration of A square into B. Now they were changing the initial concentration of A. They are tripling. So in this reaction, this is the rate. Now they were changing case number 2. In case number 2, the rate will become 3 times, they are tripling. So B is remaining constant. So here that rate will be changing to 3 square is 9. So when compared to that initial rate, I mean in this reaction that initial rate is becoming 9 times, it is increasing. So it is increasing by a factor of 9. Option 2 is the correct answer. See the next question. They're asking us list 1, list 2. You have to match both. Coke is a very good reducing agent. So for A it is 3. It is a good reducing agent. And in diamond, every carbon is surrounded by 4 other carbon atoms. So hybridization of carbon is sp3. Then it is option 1. And then fullerenes having pentagonal and hexagonal rings, so it is having cage-like structures. So option 4 is the correct answer. And see the next one, in a graphite, carbon is sp2 hybridized and it is having unpaired single electrons are present there. It is responsible for the conductivity. I mean, it is acting as a good lubricant as well. Here they are asking, yes, it is a lubricant. Why it is a lubricant? Due to its layered structure. According to this question, they are asking layered. According to layered structure, it is acting as a lubricant. So 2 is the correct option. Then 3, 1, 4, 2. 3, 1, 4, 2. Option 2 is the correct answer. Check it out. Next question. Which one of the following statement is correct? This is a direct question, almost our lines, exact lines given from the NCERT. All enzymes that utilize ATP in phosphate transfer require calcium as a cofactor. No, which is a wrong answer, which need magnesium as a cofactor. And the bone in human body is inert. No, it is not inert. This is a wrong statement. Magnesium plays roles in neuromuscular function and interneuronal transmission. This is also wrong statement because we don't want, magnesium don't play the role, calcium plays the role. So this is also wrong statement. And human body, daily we require magnesium and calcium almost 200 milligrams to 300 milligrams. So it is 0.2 grams to 0.3 grams. Option 4 is the correct answer. Now see the question number 60. A compound is formed by 2 elements. What are those 2 elements? A and B. Now they are telling that B is forming CCP structure. B is forming CCP, means number of atoms are 4. And A is occupying 1/3 of the tetrahedral voids. See, 1/3 of tetrahedral voids means how many number of atoms are present, students? 4 atoms. So 4 means tetrahedral voids will be double the number of atoms. 4 double is 8. Among 8, only 1/3 are occupied. So it will be 8/3. Then you check it out. A is 8/3 and B is 4. Now do the cross multiplication. This will come this side. Then 3 4s are 12. Now see fourth table. 4 2s are and 4 3s are. 2 plus 3. They were asking, this is x, this is y in the question. So ax, by x value and y value they are asking 2 plus 3 is 5. So what is the answer, students? 5 is the correct answer. Option number 4 is the correct answer. Now let us see the next question. Homoleptic complexes from the following. Which is a homoleptic complex? See, homoleptic complexes means all ligands should be same, then we call it as homoleptic complexes. All ligands should be same. Ligands should be same, then we call them as homoleptic. You see in this option, for option number 1, the amine is there, chlorido, nitro, different ligands are there, so it is not a homoleptic complex. Pentaamine, amine is there, carbonate is there, this is not at all homoleptic complex. Triamine, amine is there, aqua is there, 2 ligands, not homoleptic complex. And in this potassium is a metal, first it will come, okay, and trioxalate, only oxalate ions are there, so it is a homoleptic complex. Option 4 is the correct answer. The correct order of energies of molecular orbitals of N2 is in MOT, while drawing MOT diagram, up to 14 electrons we draw in one pattern. After 14 electrons we draw in another pattern according to the spectroscopic order. We follow up to N2. SP mixing takes place in carbon, nitrogen and all. Whenever SP mixing takes place, what happens? SP mixing. So S orbital mixed with the P orbital, so that when forming that whatever the pz orbital will be having higher energy, it goes to higher energy level. That a 2s orbital will be lower energy level. So according to that, what will be the configuration? Sigma 1s, then sigma star 1s, sigma 2s, then sigma star 2s. After that, pi 2px, and then which is equal to pi 2py, and then we will be getting sigma 2pz, because due to sp mixing, one comes to lower level, one goes to higher level. This is the increasing order of the energy. Check it out, in which case sigma 1s up to here everything will be same, correct? Now here pi 2px is equal to pi 2py. So first two wrong. In this two, yes, this is correct. After this sigma 2pz will come. Option 4 is the correct answer. See the next one. Taking the stability as a factor, which of the following represents the correct relationship? If you see that boron family, all boron family elements is given: boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium. Top to bottom, actually group number is 13th group, and +3 is a common oxidation state. Top to bottom, stability of +3 oxidation state decreases, +3 oxidation state stability decreases, +1 oxidation state stability increases due to inert pair effect. That s electrons don't like to participate in a bonding in this element, so thallium is more stable in +1 state than the +3. So you can see here +3 state is given, which is the wrong option, and aluminium +1 state is given, which is the wrong option. Here indium, actually they have given +3, so we can mark this option also, because it is +3 is more stable. But according to the question, we can understand that top to bottom +3 stability decreases, +1 stability increases. So they have given the question with respect to the inert pair effect. So based on that, third option is the correct answer. Given below are the two statements. So one is assertion, this is assertion, and this is reason. What is the assertion? Helium is used to dilute oxygen in the diving apparatus. Actually, scuba divers, when they go down of the water, there will be more pressure. According to the Henry's law, more is the pressure, more is the solubility of gases in the blood. But when the person comes up while swimming, while diving, then whatever the gases like nitrogen soluble in the blood, it comes out from the blood. When it is coming out, it creates the bubbles in the blood and it causes a pain. So in order to reduce that pain, they will use the oxygen mask, oxygen cylinders they carry, and in that they mix helium. Correct, because this option assertion is correct. But the reason, you see, helium has high solubility in O2, which is the wrong option. Helium is having less solubility in the blood. That's why we mix the helium. Assertion A is correct and R is false. So A is true, R is false. Option 2 is the correct answer. Select the correct statements from the following. All atoms of all elements are composed of two fundamental particles. No. Atoms contains fundamental particles like protons, electrons, neutrons. So this is not the correct option. And see the next one. The mass of the electron is 9.1 into 10 power of minus 31 kg, which is the correct option. All the isotopes of a given element show same chemical properties. This is the correct. Same or similar properties. See, isotopes are the elements like H11, H12, H13. They'll be having same atomic number but different mass numbers. So same atomic number means same number of electrons and protons. So same number of electrons if electrons are same, electrons involves in a reactions, so chemical reactions we say, so these isotopes have similar chemical properties or same chemical properties. And see the next one, properties, protons and electrons are collectively known as nucleons. This is a wrong statement. Why it is wrong? Protons and neutrons together called as the nucleons, not protons and electrons. Dalton's atomic theory regarded as an atom as an ultimate particles of matter. Yes, Dalton's theory explained that this is the ultimate, every matter contains an atom. So in this, they are asking that which are correct statements. This is only most important thing, which is correct, which is incorrect. We have to check properly. A is wrong, C is wrong. Choose the correct answer from, they are asking select the correct statements among the following. So B is correct and C is correct and E is correct. B, C, E, option 3 is the correct statement. See question number 66. Which of the following statements are not correct? They are asking which is not correct. Hydrogen is used. This is also print from NCERT. This is one of the easiest paper which is given. All the questions from NCERT only given. Maximum of all the questions from NCERT is given. And see here, hydrogen is used to reduce heavy metal oxides to metals. Heavy metal oxides, it will be, to metals. Correct option, hydrogen reduces that. And hydrogen reduces oxides of metals that are more reactive than iron is given. It is less reactive than iron. And heavy metal, this is wrong statement. Heavy metals is used to study reaction mechanism. Yes. Hydrogen is used to make fats, vanaspati ghee we make from oils. This is also correct statement. And HH bond dissociation enthalpy is a stronger, more, because hydrogen atom is a small sized atom. Two hydrogen atoms combines together and it forms HH bond. It is a strong bond, difficult to break when compared to others. So HH bond dissociation enthalpy is the highest. So this is the incorrect statement. B and D and E are incorrect statements which are asking D and E. They were asking incorrect statements. So option 2 is the correct answer. Check the next one. The given compound, this is a given compound, is an example of, see here, halogen is connected to the carbon, that is next carbon is sp2 hybridized carbon. Halogen connected carbon, next carbon is sp2 hybridized carbon, then those compounds are called as allylic halide. Option 2 is the correct answer. Identify the product in the following reaction. This is one of the most famous reaction, that is called as Clemmensen reduction reaction. In Clemmensen reduction reaction, function is it converts C double bond O group into CH2 group. Clear? So this C double bond O group, this C double bond O group will be converted into CH2 group. Option 4 is the correct answer. The conductivity of a centimolar solution of KCl is given. Conductivity value is given. K value is 0.210 ohm inverse centimeter inverse. And the resistance of the cell is 60 ohm. Resistance R value is 60 ohm they have given. Following. And they were asking cell constant value. So what is the formula, students? R is equal to rho into L by A. So rho is nothing but what? 1 by K conductivity. So 1 by K into L by A is equal to R. So this is L by A is our cell constant, which is equal to R into K. What is the R value? 60 ohm into what is the K value, students? Tell me. 0.210 ohm inverse centimeter inverse. Correct? So 60 into, remove the points, divided by 1000 you keep, 0, 0, 0, 0 cancel, 6 1s are 6, 6 2s are 12, 12 divided by 0.210 210 na, 60 into 0.20, 210, right? 210,000. I think this is 2100 na. So 4 points will be getting 00 divided by 100 will get here. I think here 0.2010 or 210, some correction I think in this question. I have done this already. You will be getting 1.26. Here I think 0.2010. Question paper is outside. Please check that. I will pin it. What is the correct number? Done. Here answer is option 2. Question number 70. Amongst the given options, which of the following molecules or ions acts as a Lewis acid? What do you mean by Lewis acid? Lewis acid is the one which is ready to accept it. It is a lone pair acceptor. So here if you see water is having lone pair. So it is a Lewis base. It acts as Lewis base. OH minus is a nucleophile. It donates that negative charge. It donates. So it is a Lewis base. And ammonia have a lone pair. So it is a Lewis base. They are asking Lewis acid in a BF3 around boron only 6 electrons are present. So here 2 electrons, here 2 electrons, here 2 electrons. How many electrons are there, students, total? There are only 6 electrons, less than 8 electrons. They are ready to accept it. So BF3 is the correct answer. Let us see question number 71. Given below are the two statements. Statement 1, statement 2. A unit formed by the attachment of a base to the first position of a sugar. Sugar like ribose, if you see first position base will be, and then here you can observe here CH2OH as usual. So this is a correct one. And now they were telling that this is called nucleoside. Now in this ribose and sugar, one base nucleoside both, in that at fifth position phosphoric acid will be there, not phosphorus acid. So here OH place here O, P double bond O, O minus, O minus. So this is nucleotide. So phosphoric acid will be there. So this is, they have given phosphorus acid at a fifth position, which is an incorrect statement. Statement 1 is true, statement 2 is false. So option 2 is the correct answer. Is it clear? See the next one. The relationship between NM and for L, they were asking, what is the NM? NM is nothing but number of permissible values of magnetic quantum number. So here M values depends on M or NM. In the question NM is given, usually we say M. M values depends upon L. Formula is 2L plus 1. So NM according to the question, which is equal to 2L plus 1. So 2L is equal to NM minus 1. So they were asking L value, right? So L is equal to NM minus 1 by 2. So what is the L NM? NM is L. They were asking L, right? The relation they are asking, in this the correct option is L is equal to this 2 divided by 2 is here. Okay. So correct option is L is equal to NM minus 1 by 2 is whichever option it is, that is the correct one. See the next one. Among the following, the total number of species not having 8 electrons. See in this case of ammonia, ammonia is having how many electrons, students? This is 3 bonds, 3 2s are 6 and here 2. It is having 8 electrons. And AlCl3 is having 3 bonds, so 3 2s are 6 electrons. And BeCl2, around beryllium 2 bonds are present, so 4 electrons. And CCl4, around carbon there are 4 bonds are present, so how many? 8 electrons. And see the next one, PCl5. PCl5 around phosphorus, I am not drawing the perfect shape. Okay. So total 10 electrons. Then they were asking which is not having 8 electrons. It is having 8 electrons. And it is having 8 electrons. So 1, 2, 3. 3 species are not having 8 electrons. That is AlCl3, BeCl2, PCl5. These 3 are not having 8 electrons. So option 4. Question number 74. Intermolecular forces they were asking. Intermolecular forces are the forces of attractions between two molecules. They were asking that between two molecules, that is the meaning of intermolecular forces. Intermolecular forces are forces of attractions as well as repulsions between interacting particles that will include, okay, which of the following? Option A, actually dipole intermolecular forces, we see van der Waals forces, hydrogen bonding, correct? So here hydrogen bonding is given, this is the intermolecular force. Van der Waals forces, what are van der Waals forces? Dispersion forces, dipole forces, dipole induced forces. All these comes under van der Waals forces of attractions, weakest forces of attractions. So A, B, C and E. Option D is a covalent bonding is formed by sharing of electrons between two atoms. It is not anything weak force between two molecules, so it is not the correct answer. A, B, C, E. A, B, C, E. Option 2 is the correct answer. See the next one. Given below are the two statements. What are those two statements? Assertion and reason. Okay, assertion is sodium dissolves in a liquid ammonia. If sodium dissolves in a liquid ammonia, what will be getting, students? Actually sodium loses one electron and it converts into Na plus and electron. Now if you keep it in ammonia, actually what happens is this Na plus is surrounded by ammonia molecules. How many ammonia? Let us say some X ammonia molecules. What is the charge on Na plus 1? And this electron also surrounded by Y ammonia molecules, and what is the charge on electron? Minus. So here this whatever the reaction I wrote, if you keep sodium in liquid ammonia, we get a deep blue color solution. That is correct because of that paramagnetic character. Yes, because of the presence of electrons. So this electron is responsible for this conductivity, but in the question they have given, that is because of this, upon some time, upon long time, after some time, what happens? It converts into amide. So because of amide, it is not having that color. Because of that electron, it is getting the color. So option number reason is not correct. This one, only assertion is correct. A is true and R is false. That blue color is because of that electron. See the next question. The element expected to form largest ion to achieve the inert gas configuration. What is this? See here, fluorine is given, nitrogen is given, oxygen, fluorine, sodium. So 10 electrons it has to get. This is 7, atomic number 8, 9, 11. So in order to get 10 electrons, nitrogen has to accept 3 electrons. So n minus 3. Oxygen has to accept 2 electrons because it is having 8 electrons. Fluorine has to accept 1 electron. Sodium has to lose 1 electron because it is having 11 electrons. So n minus 3, O minus 2, F minus Na. Ion which is having more charge, that will be having more size. So n minus 3 will be having more size. So they are asking the largest ion in the question. That's why option 2 is the correct answer. Some tranquilizers are listed below. Which one of the following belongs to barbiturates? It's a direct, examples. You have to remember all the examples, then only you will be able to attempt these kind of questions. Question number 78. Given below are the two statements. One is labeled as assertion A and other one is labeled as reason R. See here, assertion, reason, which is correct. Delta G is equal to minus NF E cell. Yes, correct statement. This is value of delta G depends upon N. This is correct. Yes, Gibbs energy, change in Gibbs energy depends upon N value. Delta G is equal to minus NF E cell. If you change the N value, number of electrons during a reaction, then delta G value changes. And see the reason. E cell is an intensive property and delta G is an extensive property. See, E cell does not depends upon amount of substance. Whatever the reaction is there, that E cell is having certain value. If you change the number of moles, amount of substance, it does not depend. But change in Gibbs energy depends upon the amount of substance. So it is a correct statement. So this is a correct statement and this is also correct statement. Let us see, this is in correct relation. I mean, this is a correct explanation or not. So if I am in examination hall, I might, mark this one as, it is a correct, it is an incorrect explanation. But why it is a correct explanation, I'll tell you the reasons here. Delta G is an, delta G is an intensive property. This equation, it is explaining this. Delta G is equal to minus NF E cell. Okay, listen carefully. E cell is equal to delta G by N. Okay, this is an extensive property. Number of electrons also extensive property. So E cell, the ratio of two extensive properties becomes intensive property. So that expression is explaining these two. So that's why it is a correct explanation. Mostly there are chances of doing mistake in assertion reason type of question only. We don't find that assertion and reason correct or not will be able to find. But it is a correct explanation or not, that time only we should be very careful. Is a clear, student? So here it is a correct explanation. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Which among is the following molecules on polymerization produces neoprene? Neoprene is a polymer. What is the monomer? Monomer is a chloroprene. So this is a chloroprene. 2-chloro 1,3 butadiene. This upon polymerization, what will be getting? Polymerization, where double bond is there, we have to keep single bond. Where single bond is there, we have to keep double bond. So this is a polymer which we call it as neoprene. So option 1 is the correct answer. Got it? See the next one, question number 80. Complete the following reaction. When we add HCNs, we will be getting cyanohydrins. Okay. And if you treat with concentrated H2SO4, there are two functional groups are present. One is CN, one is OH. H2SO4, if it acts on OH functional group, then loss of water takes place, will be getting double bond there. And CN group, upon reaction with H2SO4, their hydrolysis takes place. CN group will be converted into COOH group. So here we will be getting first loss of water and CN group will be hydrolyzed to COOH group. So option number 1 is the correct answer. See the next question, question number 81. Weight of the 2 moles of an organic compound which is obtained by heating sodium ethanoate with sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide. See the reaction, students. Sodium ethanoate. So CH3COONA, if you treat with soda lime, this is called soda lime, then loss of CO2 takes place and Na2CO3 finally goes out. We will be getting this H goes and attack there. CH4 is the gas. Methane gas will be released. What is the carbon? Atomic number 12 and atomic mass 12 and 4 hydrogens 4. Total 16 is for 1 mole. 16 gram. But they were asking 2 moles, they were asking weight of 2 moles. So 16 twos are, for 2 moles it is 32 grams. So option number 32 grams. So 32 grams. So which option is the correct answer? Option number 1 is the correct answer. See the next question. Which of the following reactions will not give primary amine as a product? See, CH3CN is given, C triple bond N is there. If you add lithium aluminum hydride, it is a good reducing agent. Then here CN will be reduced to CH2. Correct? CH3, CH2, NH2. Primary amine is a product. You see the next one, lithium aluminum hydride, if you add C double bond O group will be converted into CH2 group. So we will be getting CH3, CH2, NH2 is our product. See here, if you add bromine over KOH, bromine over a KOH is a Halfman's degradation reaction. So Halfman reaction, what happens? C double bond O, that group will be converted. Loss of that group takes place, will be getting amines. Lower amines, one carbon less amine. See this one, isocyanides. If you treat isocyanates with lithium aluminum hydride, then we will be getting secondary amines as our product. So option 2 is the correct answer. Next question, the right option for the mass of CO2 produced by heating 20 grams of 20% pure limestone. See here, CaCO3, see this equation, CaCO3, if you heat it, we will be getting CaO plus CO2. This is actually 100 grams of CaCO3 gives CO2 weight is 44 grams. Here this is 100%. 100% means 100 by 100. That will be 1 mole weight will be 100 grams. Okay, so it is 100% means completely 1 mole. So we can say, we can consider 100 grams. But here they were telling that 20% of 20 grams. So 20% of 20 grams, then it will be 4 grams. So 20% of 20 grams, it's 20% of, 100% of 20 grams means 100% of 20 grams, but here they are not 100% pure, only 20% pure, which means 4 grams. Then it will be, do the cross multiplication, 4 into 44 by 100, it will be 4 4s are 16, 1 4 4s are 16, 176 by 100, that will be 1.76 grams. So option number 1 is the correct answer. Clear everybody? See the next one. Identify the product in the following. When you take copper salt and add HBr, this benzene diazonium chloride is a very good leaving group. It goes out, it results in the formation of bromobenzene. See the next one, treat with magnesium over dry ether. Can you tell me magnesium over dry ether, what will be formed? Students will be getting Grignard reagent, MgBr. Very good. Now you treat with water. So here Grignard reagents are good source of carbon anions. So here actually what happens is that benzene ring, it accepts H plus ion. It is like an acid base reaction. It forms a benzene here. This ring accepts this H plus ion and it forms a benzene. So option number 1 is the correct answer. See the next one. The number of sigma bonds, pi bonds and lone pair of electrons that are present in pyridine. If you know the pyridine structure only, you can find, right? So this is the structure of pyridine. Write the structure with respect to the carbons like this. Then what will be getting? Here one hidden hydrogen will be there, one hidden hydrogen, here one hidden hydrogen, here it is lone pair. So find the number of sigma bonds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 sigma bonds and how many pi bonds, students? 1, 2, 3 pi bonds. 11 sigma, 3 pi, on nitrogen 1 lone pair. So 1 lone pair. Then option will be 11 sigma, 3 pi bonds and 1 lone pair. Option 2 is the correct answer. See the next question. Which among is the following options is the correct relation between change in enthalpy and change in internal energy? Delta H is equal to delta U plus delta N GRT. So this is the direct formula. Delta G is equal to delta U plus delta nRT. Option 1 is the correct answer. Check it out. Next question. Consider the following reaction. We have to add HI. When we add HI, what happens here? Ethers reaction with a HI. So here, which is the more stable in this two? This side it forms benzyl carbocation, which is more stable. That side, this iodine will attack and H comes this side. So more that nucleophile goes and attack to the carbon, which is more stable. So this iodine comes and attack here. We will be getting iodine comes and attack there. No. This is the option. And this side hydrogen. Option 2 is the correct answer. See the next one. Which of the following statements are incorrect? This is also one of the direct question from NCERT. All the transition metals except scandium forms metal oxides which are ionic. Correct. And the highest oxidation number corresponding to the group number in transition metal oxides is, yes, as in if you go from scandium, in Sc2O3 scandium is in +3 state, in Mn2O7 manganese is in +7 state. So as that if you go from here to here, as oxidation state will be increasing according to the as the groups are increasing. And if you go from here to here, that when the elements are in their higher oxidation state, they will be having more acidic character. Check it out. Basic character increases from here to here, they are telling. In V2O3, vanadium oxidation state will be +3. In V2O5, it will be +4. In V2O5, it will be in +5. As oxidation state increase, there is a different oxides will form at a different temperature. Oxides, nature of oxides is related with the oxidation state. As oxidation state increases, acidic character also increases, but here they have given basic character increases. So this is an incorrect statement. V2O4 dissolves in acids to form VO4 3 minus. It forms VO2 plus. So see how much important the line of NCERT, that VO2 plus it is forming, and so this is option number D is wrong option. CO is basic, but Cr2O3 is amphoteric. Yes, because here +2 state, here it is in +3. If increases oxidation state increases, still then the acidic character increases. Lower oxidation state basic, intermediate oxidation state amphoteric, higher oxidation state acidic, we can say that. So this is a correct statement. Option C and D are incorrect. C and D are incorrect because they are asking incorrect statement. Which among the following most readily dehydrated under acidic condition? Actually, in acidic condition, in this options OH just is given. So in OH, in acidic condition, protonation takes place, that OH group goes out. So if this OH group goes out, it forms a carbocation. So in all the options, if you see NO2 group is there, this NO2 is an electron withdrawing group. If electron withdrawing groups are present, that carbocation stability decreases. That is the reason first option is the correct answer, because it is not having electron withdrawing groups. See the next question. The reaction that does not takes place in a blast furnace, completely memory based question, 900 Kelvin to 1500 Kelvin. If you see here, FeO plus CO gives rise to Fe plus CO2. This is which reaction? Reaction takes place at reduction zone. And see here, coke reacts with a CO2, and this is a slag formation zone. See here, this is a slag formation zone, this is a zone of reduction, this is zone of fusion, correct? This is zone of fusion. So different, all these reactions takes place in this temperature region, whereas Fe2O3, this won't takes place at this temperature region. So option number 4 is a reaction which is not taking place at that particular temperature. See the next one. Identify the major product obtained in the following reaction. This is a Tollens reagent. Toluene's reagent, mainly it acts on aldehyde group. It converts aldehyde group into the salt of the carboxylic acid, and Toluene's reagent itself will be converted into Ag. In Toluene's reagent, silver is in +1 state. In a product, it will form Ag state. It will convert. So black color precipitate will be formed. Upon boiling, we get like mirrors, right? So here what happens is this is a aldehyde group. This aldehyde group will be converted into salt of that carboxylic acid. Whereas a ketone group remains as a ketone, there will be no change. So option 2 is a correct answer. What fraction of one edge-centered octahedral void lies in one unit cell? Actually, octahedral voids lies at edge centers and body center. So total 12 edge centers, and each edge center contribution is 1/4, because it will be in a sharing with 4 other unit cell. So here answer is 1/4 is a correct answer. The equilibrium concentrations of the species in the reaction. What is the reaction, students? A plus B gives rise to C plus D. Here they were telling the concentrations that 2, 3 and 10, and this is a 6. So delta G is equal to minus 2.303 RT log Kc. So at equilibrium, these are the concentrations. So minus 2.303 into R value given is 2, and in calories they have given temperature is 300 Kelvin log. Products concentration by reactant concentration is the formula. So product concentration is 6 into 10 or 10 into 6. Reactants concentration is 2 into 3. So 2 3s are 6, 6 cancel, log 10 is 1. Log 10 is 1. So this is over. Now you see here 2303. I am removing the points always. First I remove these points. 4 points I removed. 1, 2, 3 points. I removed 3 points. 2 zeros cancel. 3 2s are 6. With the 6 you multiply. 6 3s are 18. 1. 6 zeros are 0, 1, 6 3s are 18, 1, 6 2s are 12, 1, 13. So divided by 10 is there. So minus 1381.8, and in calories. So option number 2 is the correct answer. See the next question. Consider the following compounds, and they are asking us how many of them are obeying Huckel's rule. So Huckel's rule is 4n plus 2 pi is a Huckel's rule formula. So here if you put 0, then you get a 2. If you put 1, you get a 6 total value. If you put 2, you will be getting 10. 2, 6, 10, and if you put 3, then 14. So these electrons are there. It is following Huckel's rule. So how many pi bonds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pi bonds. 5 2s are 10 electrons. So it is following Huckel's rule. 2 2s are 4, 1 bond, 2 electrons. So total 6 pi electrons obeying Huckel's rule, and 4 electrons, 2 pi bonds, 4 electrons not obeying. Here this electrons also involves in the resonance, right? 2, this is 2, this is 4, and it is not obeying Huckel's rule. Here only 2 electrons, it is obeying Huckel's rule, and 8 electrons not obeying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 2s are 14 electrons obeying Huckel's rule. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 species are obeying Huckel's rule. So option number 4 is the correct answer. Right? 4 species, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Which of the following complex is more stable complex? How to identify more stable complex? You see here, all the 6 ligands are monodentate. Here also monodentate. Here also monodentate. But in this case, option number 2, bidentate ligands are present. Wherever bidentate ligands are there, when compared to the monodentate ligands, they are more stable. So option 2 is more stable because of bidentates. They form the chelate rings. Due to chelation, option 2 is the correct answer. On balancing the given redox reaction, so this question, you no need to separate the reactions, and you no need to balance the entire reaction, which consumes so much of your time. So what I suggest to you is just to try to keep the options here. First I am going to keep 3 here. Okay, 3. And here I am going to keep B place 8. And here 1. So if I keep 3, 8, 1, you check it out. A value is 3. So 2 3s are 6. And here 3 2s are 6. Balanced. And B place 8 I kept. Here 8, here 8. And C place 1. Here 1 means 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is, this is half of H2O. So just you keep this and you check it out. And if you substitute all this and if you find, and after that balance the charge also. Okay, if you balance the charge, number of oxygens also and charge also. So if you keep all that, this option will give you the correct answer, because if you put 1 Cr2O7 2 minus 3, if you keep SO3 2 minus, plus if you keep 8 H plus, 2 ones are 2 Cr3 plus, and if you keep B plus 3, then 3 SO4 minus 2, and then if you keep here 8 by 2 4 H2O. Now this reaction is balanced. You can check it out, the charge also, number of atoms of chromium balanced, sulfur here 3 balanced, and hydrogens balanced, oxygens there 7 plus 3 3s are 9, 9 plus 7 16, here 3 4s are 12, 12 plus 4 16, oxygens also balanced, and you can find it out the charge here minus 2, here 3 into minus 2 minus 6, minus 2 minus 6, and plus 8 into plus 1 plus 8, it is neutral charge, and 2 3s are 2 into plus 6, and 2 3s are minus 6, so neutral charge also balanced. So option 4 is the correct answer. In this way you can do it. If you are not confident in this way, the normal procedure of balancing, this question is direct question from our channel, so directly this balancing, how to balance, many questions came. The nutrient deficient water bodies leads to eutrophication. What do you mean by eutrophication? Eutrophication means if more nutrients present in the water, then what happens is it leads in the formation of green, that algae will be formed on the top of the water layer. So more nutrients will form this algae, so not deficient, nutrients rich one will form this eutrophication. So eutrophication leads to decrease in the level of oxygen, correct, in the water, because this algae layer on the water, you can see that places where water is stagnant for many days, like that, many months, you can see a green color layer will form on the top of water. That green color layer is, that algae, it consumes oxygen in the water, so that's why oxygen level decreases. Option 2, statement 2 is correct, statement 1 is false. So statement 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is correct. So option 3 is the correct answer. See the next question. Identify the final product D in the following sequence reaction. Whenever we add lithium aluminium hydride, so aldehyde group will be converted into alcoholic group. So when we add concentrated H2SO4, one H and one OH goes out, H2O goes out, and we will be getting ethene is our product. When we add HBr, bond breaks, one H here, one Br here, we will be getting CH3, CH2Br. Now you take this is alkyl halide, this is aryl halide, this is which reaction, students? This is Wurtz-Fittig reaction. In presence of sodium, what happens? This Na and Br goes out, we will be getting CH2, CH3 here. So this is which option? This is option number 4 is the correct answer. Pumice stone is an example of dispersion medium in pumice stone is a solid, and dispersed phase in pumice stone is gas. So it is a solid sol. Solid sol. Option 2 is the correct answer. See the next one. We have to match it. Peroxo disulfuric acid. What is the structure of peroxo disulfuric acid? Sulfur, peroxo one oxo link is there, OO linkage is there, peroxo. So in this, two OH groups are present, two OH, two SOH, in all options it is there. Then one, how many SO bonds are there? There are total 4 SO bonds, 4 SO. Here also 4 SO are there. After that, SOO linkage, SOOS linkage is there. So for first one, option 3. First one, what is that, students? Option 3. 2 SOH, 4 S double bond O's and 1 SOS linkage. First one, option 3. So you can eliminate these two options. Then next one, you see sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid structure is what? S double bond O, OH, OH. This is sulfuric acid. So 2 SOH in all 4 options are there. 2 S double bond O groups are there. Yes. So this is 4. Next one is 4. So next is 4 in both of these two. Next one is pyrosulfuric acid. In pyrosulfuric acid, if you observe, it won't be having one oxygen here. So this is pyrosulfuric acid structure. It is having one SOS linkage. 2 SOH bonds same as it is, 4 S double bond O groups and 1 SOS linkage. So this is C is 1. C is 1 here. Then you can mark of sulfurous acid, same structure, you won't be having one oxygen too. So 2 SOH linkages and 1 S double bond O. So this is option number 1 is the correct answer. Option 1. Now let us see. Over. No seeing. All questions done. This is NEET 2023 question paper. Check it out, all your score. I hope if any mistakes you have done, any like questions are incorrect, don't take it into heart. Don't give up. Don't give up. See, suppose you got a less mark, few questions you have done, you not reached your cutoff. So don't take immediately like so much negative. Don't hurt yourself. Your parents and your teachers are always will be with you. Think about your parents first. Suppose you are 18 years or 19 years, 19 years old you are, or 18, 20 years, 21 years. So you have grown that much. Your parents, so with so much love and affection, they have given you everything. So if any time, if anything happen which is negative, then we should take it positively and we should go forward. Okay. My name is Komali. I am your chemistry mentor. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in another session. Bye, all of you.